Hey guys, it's Ilya Red here, and this time I want to talk to you about a light tank as a support for heavy tanks. Some of you could be wondering why do I carry so many high explosives on light tanks, because if you watch any battle of mine, then if I play non-autoloader, I pretty certainly carry around 10 high explosives. Those are for fighting other light tanks, of course, but also there is another very important use for them. Light tanks can be a really nice help for the heavies. Of course, light tanks don't have armor, don't have penetration, don't have alpha damage, blah blah blah, they are not ultimate firepower, but as a light tank you can still be extremely helpful, although it's not going to be easy. Again, as a light tank, you don't have to kill anyone with your own hands. If you have a chance to kill, sure, go ahead, take out a gun, but don't focus solely on dealing damage. You can be very helpful differently. If there aren't too many heavies, and if you are sure you will be able to keep control on the situation, you will be safe enough, wait for an opportunity to track an opponent at the worst possible moment. Especially it's nice when enemy heavy tank has just fired and is rolling back to the cover, or when your team is rushing some super heavy tank. And that's where high explosives could be really useful. Aim at the track wheels of the enemies to destroy their tracks. Fire high explosives there again to reset their repair timer. With high explosive you don't have to be 100% accurate to reset the timer, because its splash will do everything for you. Also, high explosives are always cheap. Lock enemy super heavy in place, make it impossible for the enemy heavy tank to maneuver, to fall back. You'll give your allies chance to aim for the weaker spots of the still standing enemy, or to rush to the sides and rear of the enemy heavy tank. Help your team to finish it off quicker, which will save them more hit points and time for the rest of the battle. This contribution might be not as obvious as spotting 12 tanks in Malinovka, of course, but you know that you helped your team, and in certain situations you can even say that you have killed enemy heavy tank if you caught it at the right moment. This all sounds pretty easy, but don't forget to look around. There are a lot of enemy heavy tanks, and whenever you feel danger, make sure you can escape quickly enough. Also, it's not easy sometimes to track enemy heavy tank, because there are two other enemy heavy tanks there, and some of the enemies is looking at you all the time. It could be very difficult to catch the right moment. Sometimes it makes sense just to stand behind cover for quite some time and wait for all enemy heavies to completely forget about you. Yes, you just stand 20 or 30 seconds and do nothing. But you need only a little chance to turn an equal fight of the heavies into your victory. This is especially useful in Pilsen, Grünberg, maybe Ensk as well. Himmelsdorf is a bit of the corridor type, this won't really work there. But whenever in the battle you know that you can track an enemy for your team, do it. Save your team time and hit points, and get some assisted damage from it of course as well. If this was interesting and helpful for you, please like this video and share it with your friends and clanmates. If you have anything to add, feel free to say it in comments. Thank you for watching and goodbye!